My name is Lillian Katiso. I was privileged to be the program director for the Accountancy and Financial Management program. It was exciting, supporting about 150 SMEs in the program, 100 of them in Kampala and 50 of them in Mbarara. Um, the journey started by letting the firms know the importance of having accounting records because it helped them to understand their businesses, it helped them to make informed decisions about their businesses, and ultimately improve the profitability of their businesses. So what we did is that we deployed about 24 CFOs across the 150 farms, and the CFOs would go to the farms and understand what their current operations look like, and then advise them on how to improve. And so for most of them, we will find that they were keeping records, having manual accounting systems. Some had the information in their heads, and some had accounting systems. Now, for those who do not have any accounting system, we gave them QuickBooks accounting software. So it was installed, it was customized, and then their teams were trained to use them. And once they were able to understand the systems, the CFOs also told them the best practice of accounting and financial management. Best practices like recording all transactions that happen in the company, best practices like banking all your sales intact, recording all your transactions, and tracking the performance of your business from the basic level of products, whether the product is profitable or not, the service profitable or not, and then the profitability of the business month on month, quarter on quarter, and year on year. And I think we've had some very good successes, good stories that we've had. Some of the stories that I remember, for this particular lady who had almost 20 products that they had to get UNBS certification on, and of course the certification is expensive, but now she was having the daunting task of getting certification for 20 products. But when we analyze the profitability of her products, we realize that out of the 20, only 5 of them were profitable. And so what happened is saves her the money of not getting certificates for all the 20. She only got certificates for all the 5. But the best thing that also happened is she was able to discontinue the other unprofitable products and concentrate her energies to these 5 products, which meant that she was able to buy stock in bulk, stock in wholesale prices, and therefore enjoy economies of scale of buying bulk products. So ultimately, the cost of production for each of our products became cheaper for these few that were profitable, and therefore they even became more profitable. So we have such success stories in the program that are really inspiring. Another business that the sales had plateaued, but now because they started record keeping, they started realizing where they were wasting money, where money was being wasted. And so they plugged in those leakages and they had more money available for buying stock, therefore for buying more stock to produce. So they had more stock to sell, and therefore their sales went up. So there are many stories. There's a story of another one who was producing yogurt and was selling the yogurt at very low prices. But the market was willing to buy it at a higher price because they were fearing to increase the prices because they did not have visibility of how much the cost went into production. When she realized how much it cost him to produce the product, she was able to increase the price for his yogurt and increase his profitability for the business ultimately. So what we are happy about is that the business owners adopted good accounting and financial management practices, and when the program ended, they had opportunity for matchmaking to different capital providers. And for most of the ones who applied for funding, a big percentage of them actually got funding. Why? Because now the information that the capital providers needed, simple things like the profit and loss statement, the balance sheet, the cash flow projections, they were able to generate this one because now they had the skill to do it, but also they had the tools that enable them to do it. So we're happy for those who went through the program, got the system, but not just got the system, also got the funding at the end of the day. But those who did not get the funding also got best practices for their business. And so meeting them in different spaces and then they tell you their success stories is really refreshing for us who supported the farms directly. But for the entire program, I believe it achieved a lot in supporting the entrepreneurs in Uganda. And so we are glad. We appreciate the sponsors for the program. We appreciate the Chicago Booth School of Business, Professor Emmanuel and Professor Thomas. Thank you for bringing the program and for supporting the entrepreneurs in Uganda. We thank Imuka Access for the logistics that were involved and for all the 24 CFOs that supported their businesses. We are grateful to each and every one of you. Our desire is to see the businesses not just make sales, but to see them profitable and having enough liquidity for them to keep on growing and scaling and expanding. Thank you very much.